Hello and welcome to SPEEDIER SME training. This is Module 5. Today we'll be looking at national funding options, risk management and verification. In Ireland we have three main national funding agencies. This is Sustainable Energy Authority Ireland, Enterprise Ireland and the Local Enterprise Office. Starting off with Sustainable Energy Authority Ireland, or SEAI, it mainly looks at energy upgrades and grant funding for them, and the basis of the grant funding is energy driven. Enterprise Ireland, it's more enterprise focused, with production driven being the main cause. And local enterprise office also be the same. I'm just looking at some Sustainable Energy Authority Ireland funding options. We have the EEOS, or the Energy Efficiency Obligation Scheme. This gets energy suppliers to pay for your energy upgrades, and the savings from these upgrades will be used by the supplier to get energy credits. For more information, you can see there's the link for grants and supports and Energy Efficiency Obligation Scheme. Next, we have Exceed. This is a grant scheme that's designed for organisations who are planning an energy investment project. The grant support is usually up to about €1 million per project, and details can be seen and tools also at Exceed Certified Grant. Next, we have Project Assistant Grants. This can provide you with a feasibility study and an energy project or final business case, and also project delivery support to businesses and public sector bodies who are seeking to develop energy saving projects. Details can be seen there at Business Grants and Supports / Project Assistant Grants. Some more SEAI funding options. There's the Accelerated Capital Allowance. This is based on a EEE register of equipment from SEAI. Your company pays corporation tax in Ireland to deduct the full cost of the equipment from your profits. And more details can be seen there at Business Grants and Supports at Accelerated Capital Allowance. Support scheme for renewable heat. This is incentivise the development and supply of renewable heat, installation costs and operating support that is available. And finally, we have energy contracting, which is a pay-for-performance approach to installing and operating energy technologies in your business. It's 50% of the cost, up to €7,500. And you can see there, SEAI / Business and Public Sector, Business Grants and Supports, and you'll see the full list there. Moving on to Enterprise Ireland, here's just an overview of some of the funding options that are available. You've lean business continuity vouchers, you've capital investment scheme for processing and marketing and products, and all these funding supports can be seen here at enterpriseireland.com / funding options and supports. Next, we have Local Enterprise Office. As you can see here, the supports that are available from the Local Enterprise Office. One to mention there is Green for Micro, which is in line with SEAI. The two of them work together to bring about funding options for micro SMEs for green procurement and energy efficiency upgrades. Now we're going to talk about a register of opportunities. This is a live list of energy conservation measures ranging from short-term, no cost to long-term large investments. To just give some examples, here we have for the first one, the ID for this ECM's H1. The name, thermostat replacement. The fuel that is going to be saving is electricity, or it could be fossil fuel. The description is replace thermostats. This could be in a building where you have a heating circuit that's controlled by thermostats. The energy saved per year in kilowatt hours, which is 655. Carbon saved per year in tons, 0.21. Cost savings per year, 173. The CapEx, the capital expenditure, the initial cost, which is only €52. The 5-year net present value. So this is the time valued money of after 5 years at an 8% interest rate, which is around €639. And 5-year carbon abatement. This is the carbon saved over 5 years, and you can see is 1.06. And then the MAC, which is marginal abatement cumulative curve, which we'll get into later. And from all these, you can see that the total is 30,923 kilowatt hours saved per year. 10.25 tons of carbon saved per year, 13,000 euros saved a year with an initial cost of 9,000. So overall, it's a good investment. And it's important to use a ranking system for your register of opportunities. Some common ranking methods are ease of undertaking, which is just how easily the opportunities are done. This could be from very simple to very, very complex. Like you could say turning down a thermostat is very easy rather than installing a solar PV on your roof. The next would be MAC, as described earlier, which is marginal abatement cumulative curve, which is the 5-year discounted cost savings divided by the 5-year carbon savings. This helps to find the most carbon efficient measure on the list. Simple or discounted payback period is another one. Simple payback period is cost divided by yearly savings, and then discounted payback period takes into account the time value of money and interest rate. Cost in, another simple method, is just simply arranging measures by the cost of each measure. And the last one then is simply preference. You decide what's best for your company. Here's some examples then. SEAI have an example of a register of opportunity. You can see there seai.ie/tools/register of opportunities. Even in the tools sections on the SEAI website, they're very, very handy, and they can be used by anyone as well. Now we're going to talk about risk assessment. So there's 5 steps to risk assessment. Step 1, which is identify hazards, anything that may cause harm to the business or to people. Step 2, which is decide who may be harmed and how. Step 3, assess the risks and take action. Step 4, make a record of the findings. Step 5, review the risk assessment. So step 1, identify hazards. Let's take an energy project for an example. Let's list the hazards that are associated with it. So high cost, site disruption, increased electricity costs, increased fossil fuel costs, reduced air quality. Let's then add some more detail on the hazards. So high costs, maybe the solar grants may not be available. Site disruption, may need to shut down the site for an install. Increased electricity, with a heat pump, more electricity will be used. Increased fossil fuel costs, more gas is needed for a combined heat and power unit. Reduced air quality and enclosed burner. And then what we want to do is we want to identify who it will affect or what it will affect. So what is that risk? So cost effectiveness for high cost, production for site disruption, cost effectiveness again, cost effectiveness, and the last one there, staff. Now we rate the risk level of each hazard from very low to very high. Now we just sign off on the risk assessment. So Joe Blogs is recorded by. And then we review the risk assessments. Note there that staff should be the most important of all at risk. So cost effectiveness is the least important. So this project really shouldn't go ahead. Next, we're going to look at measurement and verification. This is basically you need to know what you use before you save. Measurement and verification is the process of planning, measuring, collecting, and analyzing data for the purpose of verifying and reporting energy savings within an individual facility or site, resulting from the implementation of an energy conservation measure. So as you can see from the graph, there's a baseline period. This is what you use prior to your energy upgrades. Your ECM or your energy upgrade is in this little bracket here. As you can see, it is an adjusted baseline due to your energy upgrade. And it's simple as the adjusted baseline versus the measured baseline. That's the avoided energy and your savings. So you need to understand your usage and track it just to make sure that you can verify how much energy savings are in. And once you've calculated your energy savings, it's important to communicate your success to your staff or to grant funding agencies. It shows that the efforts by the site as a whole are being noticed for one anyway, and then for second, they are also successful. So you can see here, take like these ideas like where you use a kettle to bring it down to levels of staff that, let's say, they see day-to-day things like a kettle or a car. You can relate things to what they can see every day. And this will help you instill an energy-aware culture in your business. I hope this module was helpful and insightful. And for more training, please see Module 1, Climate and Energy Basics. Module 2, Ring Fencing Mechanism and Behavioral Change. Module 3, transport. Module 4, the speedier service and the energy pyramid. And soon to come, Module 6, SME engineering.